Document 360 employs two types of security features to manage access to your knowledge base project. The first one is on the knowledge base portal side, and the other is on the knowledge base site. In this video, we look at the knowledge base portal security features and talk about the knowledge base site security in a separate video. Let's first see how security functions work on the knowledge base portal, which is a platform you use to essentially create your content. The knowledge base portal security settings will define who has access to the knowledge base project and what they can do within the portal. Fundamentally, in order for a user to access the portal, they will require a team account. You can add team members to your project a couple of ways. You can create a new team account by providing the username, an email address, and the kind of role that they will be assigned. Or you can invite multiple users in one go by filling in and importing a CSV file, which can be downloaded as a Document 360 template. The team account list can also be exported as a CSV file for your convenience. Most organizations will have departments and teams that work together, and Document 360 allows you to create team account groups to easily manage large teams and enforce group policies. You can, for example, create a group named SEO team and add team accounts to that group with the necessary roles and content access. Next, let's look at roles, which provide a team account with certain privileges that you define. Out of the box, Document 360 comes with 3 portal roles: Contributor, who is a content creator with no admin access; Owner, who has access to everything; and Admin, who has access to everything but billing. We can view the permissions for a role by clicking on the View Role Access icon. For example, if your team account is associated with the admin role, you will have access to all these functions within the portal. We can also create custom roles for our portal. Let's add a portal role for security management with access to team auditing, SSO, and IP restrictions. This portal role can now be assigned to team accounts and groups. These basic principles are also applicable to content roles. As with the portal role, Document 360 comes with 3 default content roles: None, which has no permissions assigned; Editor, who can manage content; and Draft Writer, who can create content but has limits on publishing. We also have the ability to create new content roles. Let's name this Workflow Manager and provide all necessary permissions. Now we can assign 1 or more team accounts to this role to manage workflows within the documentation. Once we've created team accounts and groups and defined roles for both the portal and content, Document 360 allows you to manage access at the entire project, version, language, category, or article levels. This can be performed under the Content Access section. Here we can see our entire project with all the versions and languages represented in a tree view. Permissions assigned here works on the concept of inheritance, which means any permission granted at a higher level will pass down to the languages, categories, and articles within that hierarchy. This means that any permissions at the project level will be inherited project-wide. If it's granted at the version level, it will be applied to all languages, categories, and articles within that version. Let's click on the settings icon for version 1. We can add team accounts or groups to this version. Let's select Team Account and add this team member as a workflow manager. This will allow this team account to manage workflows for all languages within this version. However, it is possible to overwrite this inheritance behavior by using Allow and Block Inheritance and manage permissions for maximum flexibility. As an example, let's look at all the team accounts which have access to this version. Because of the inheritance behavior, all these team accounts will have access to all languages, categories, and articles contained within this version by default. However, let's say we would like to block the inheritance and prevent one particular team account, say Dave, from accessing the German version. We can go into the access control settings and under Block Inheritance, select all accounts but Dave and save. You'll immediately note that the German version is flagged as inheritance disabled. Now, when Dave logs in and goes into the documentation, he will no longer be able to access the German version. This can also be done at a category and article level. Let's say we would like to deny Dave access to the French version of a particular category. We can go into our documentation, select the category, go into Security, Knowledge Base Portal Access Control, and again click Block Inheritance, select all accounts but Dave, and click Add. Dave will now have access to all the categories in the French version except the one we blocked. Going one step further, we can do the same for the individual articles within the category. If you wanted to block inheritance to an article for a particular account or group, go to the security settings for the article and under Knowledge Base Portal Access Control, select the team accounts or groups you wish to block inheritance. If you want to completely remove access to a version or language regardless of the inheritance flow, you can go into the access control settings and click Deny Access for a team account or group. At a deeper level, we can also deny access at the category and article levels by going into the documentation section. Let's say I want to deny a specific team account access to this category. Click the More button and under Security, click Knowledge Base Portal Access Control, and we can click the Deny Access button for the team account. This carries over to the article level as well. Let's deny access to this article for this team account. As you can see, you can fine-tune access permissions comprehensively to a granular degree within your portal using Document 360's security architecture. Managing and collaborating with large teams becomes easy, and you can rest assured that you have complete control of how permissions are granted for your projects.